Last night with a big win in Philly. Both the Cowboys and Eagles are 4-5, but they're 2 games behind the first place Redskins. Washington beat the Bucs yesterday. They've won 4 of their last 5. So Shannon, now who is your pick to win the NFC East?
Can't wait for this.
Skipper's not looking good for my pick. But you know one thing I don't do, I don't jump off bandwagon.
Oh, never.
No, I'm not going to. No, I'm going to ride with my boy Walker. I will ride till my boy Walker to him, although he's up against it. They still have the Saints. They still have the Rams. And
on the road, they have them.
They do. But they really can control because they still have 2 games against Washington, and they have another game against the Cowboys, although it's going to be.
So they have to go to Dallas and go to Washington. That's 4 games right there.
Well, those are easy wins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm counting on Walker to them to get this thing, and hopefully they can fix their defense. They've been really frustrating because they had an opportunity to bury the Cowboys yesterday, made their job a lot easier. So we was like, look, we already taking care of you guys, and they gave the Cowboys life. I still believe they have the best quarterback in the division, and Washington, Skip, those injuries. At some point in time, you can't keep winning with backup offensive linemen that's, littered the offensive line. And Washington defense, and I know we keep talking about their defense is good. They gave up 500 yards. Fitzmagic turned the ball over, and it was going in, and the guy gets the ball punched out. So they turned the ball over 3 times yesterday. The first time that we've ever seen something like this, 500 yards and 3 points. That's unacceptable. So it tells me the teams were moving up and down the field. And I like to think that Philly maybe doesn't have the receiving core, maybe not quite as explosive as Tampa, but they can do some things against Washington. So with that being said, I'm going to say they're going to win this division at 9-7.
You are?
Yeah.
You don't seem real convinced of that, nor do you make a convincing argument.
I'm convinced that 9-7 is going to win this division.
I think 8-8 might win the division.
You might be right. You might be right.
So, while I was happily shocked about the outcome of Sunday night's game, there was a game played, as you speak about at Tampa earlier in the day, that I was unhappily crushed over because I needed the Redskins to lose that game. And for Fitzmagic and that offense to put up 500-plus yards and score 3 points, do you realize that has never happened in the history of the National Football League? 99 years of NFL football, and no one had ever gone over 500 yards and scored 3 points. How can that be? It's almost mathematically impossible to do that.
Yes.
But you turn it over 4 times and you miss a chip shot field goal, and I guess it somehow
snowballs from there.
I don't know how, but it was a devastating blow to me in the East because all of a sudden the Redskins have a 2-game lead, and that may be pretty hard to catch at this point. So I'm going to also stick with my preseason pick. And I almost had to concede to you last week a case of Diet Mountain Dew, but I'm going to stick with the Cowboys strictly by default. They do have the best defense in this division, so maybe they can hang on with that. But when we look at schedules, Dallas's is hellacious tough for the next 4 weeks, but Washington's is pretty tough, and Philly's is ridiculously tough. So, but even Washington, they have to go to the Cowboys, go to the Eagles, go to Jacksonville. I don't think that's going to be a bargain right there. And they have to go to Tennessee. And we saw what happened to New England at Tennessee yesterday. I think Tennessee's catching fire. So, again, will Washington come back to the pack? I think they will. And the Eagles, you just glossed over it. But when you have to go to the Saints and go to the Rams, and you still got to play the Texans and the Redskins twice, I don't know.
That's 2 wins right there.
I don't think
2 wins, and they're going to get the Cowboys.
Sorry, you're losing on that one. So they're out. The Eagles are not going to win this division. They're out. It's between Dallas, Washington. It always seems to come down to Dallas, Washington in this division, and I think it will this time. But as a Cowboys supporter, I got 2 things I can keep in my back pocket because the last 2 games of the Cowboys schedule is Tampa at home and at the Giants. And of all the tough games on these other 2 schedules, those 2 are winnable. I might even include the last 3 games because the third to last game is at Colts. And I know Andrew Luck's starting to turn back into Andrew Luck.
Comeback player of the year.
Okay, he might be. But do I think my team could win that game if it needs to finish 3-0? Maybe.
They'll be long out of it by then.
They will not be long out of it by then. So So my team's got to go to Atlanta, House of Horrors from last year. It's about this time a year ago. Then they get Washington at home on Thanksgiving. Would I give them a good shot on Thanksgiving to win that game at home? Yeah.
Come on, check down.
Yeah. And then they got the Saints at home and the Eagles at home. So they do have 3 of the next 4 at home. They're just hard games.
Yeah, y'all lose 3 of them.
You think so? Okay. Well, if that happens, we'll be teetering on the verge.
Guys will be over.
No, I don't think so.
You lose 3 of your next 4, Skip. It ain't no teeter.
Yeah, but everybody's going to be losing 3 of their next 4 in
Not
this
the Eagles.
division. Yep. I think 8-8 could win it. And I think Dallas is going to win.
You heard Dougie P in his press conference.
Yeah. Look in the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah. He should look in the mirror.
No do that, Skip.
Yeah. Because if he looks in the mirror, he's going to see, yikes, I wrote a book.
Yeah.
Last year, I'm fearless.
He is.
Yeah.
That's why he went for it on 4th down. Didn't work out for him, but he made the right decision.
I don't know how Washington did that with losing all those offensive linemen. So that's got to hurt them in the long run. I agree. That's going to bring them back.
I've seen it before. First Cousins did it last year. Went to Seattle and won.
Okay. And then what did that get him?
The same thing is going to get checked down.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yep. The Eagles.
Interesting. Yeah.
Long as the Cowboys don't win, because I can't come in here. I might have to take some more days, Skip.
You might have to.
Yep.
You're just gonna take some
I don't
days?
think you like the Eagles to win this division.
I do. They have the best quarterback.
Yeah.
And you tell me this is a quarterback league.
It is.
Okay. So
I think my quarterback outplayed your quarterback last night.
That's not
when it counted. When it counted.
QBR.
You got me.
Okay.
Yep.
But that's what we base it on. You said
Long
QBR.
drives. Nope, I like QBR.
Okay.
My guy was in a 50 because, was
Why?
56? Because
What was
he
my
had
guy?
some awful series and he had
What
some
was
great-
my guy?
Wasn't he like 70?
And did you see the one? The guy had his wrist, and he pulled his wrist through and threw it down the field. You saw that, Skip?
I don't know how he did that.
I know how.
He's a big, strong, strapping country boy who likes to hunt and shoot animals.
From the Dakotas.
Way to go.
From the Dakotas.
Way to go. You like him out there hunting
From the
on his
Dakotas.
bye week?
Whoa. Talk about
I'm
Skip.
not real big on hunting, but you can have him.
No. I don't have the stomach for it anymore.
Yeah.
But if you eating what you kill, I ain't got no problem with that.
Okay.
Ain't nobody eating elephant.
Quail.
And bear. Oh, I eat quail. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't like quail?
It's okay. It's red meat, so I don't eat red meat.
I eat meat. I eat red meat. Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
That's a
Not often,
idea.
though.
Okay.
Not often. I mean, once a month, maybe once every other month.
My Cowboys are going to be eating some red meat.
Y'all ain't gonna be eating nothing.
Yep. We owe Matt
One
Ryan.
birds of prey let y'all off the hook.
Yep.
But this one won't. My homeboy,
Falcons. We got lots of birds of prey on this schedule.
We do.
my next door neighbor gonna get y'all.
Yep.
Yep. He used to be my neighbor. He moved.
Yep.
Yep. I moved
You
too.
moved also.
Okay, we got a lot of touchdowns we saw yesterday, but how about this one from Tyreek Hill? It may have